Hello everyone. Today we are discussing another excellent conceptual question from the UPSC Indian Statistical Service Examination 2026 Statistics Paper 2. And one thing I always tell my students is that ISS is not merely an examination of the formulas. It is an examination of the statistical thinking. And UPSC expects you to know when a theorem applies, why it applies, and when it fails. Okay, so today's question beautifully tests your understanding of the uniformity, most powerful test, and one of the most important topics from the Name and Pearson framework. And instead of memorizing the answer, let's understand the underlying logic. And once you understand the concept today, you will be able to solve many similar questions in the future examinations. So first, read the question. Let x1, x2, and this continues to xn be a random sample from n mu sigma square distribution with mu known. Consider the following testing problems for n. First statement is this, second statement is this, and third statement is this. And the question is the UMP level alpha test exists for what? We are given four options and we have to select the correct one. Okay. Now, before thinking about the UMP test, let us first identify the model. We are sampling from n, mu sigma square, right? Where mu is known and the variance sigma square, this is unknown. Okay. And since the mean is known, the natural statistic for testing variance is summation I equal to 1 to n xi minus mu whole square. Under the null hypothesis, okay, so this chi-square statistic completely captures the information about the variance. Now, notice something beautiful. Whenever the mean is known and the variance is being tested, your brain should instantly think about the chi-square distribution. This is one of the fastest recognition tricks in the ISS examinations. Okay. Now comes the theoretical idea. The Name and Pearson lemma tells us that one-sided alternatives, if the family possesses a monotone likelihood ratio, then a uniformity most powerful test exists. So fortunately, the normal family with known mu satisfies this property for the variance testing. And therefore, for one-sided alternatives, we obtain a UMP test. Okay. And one-sided alternative examples like sigma square, this is less than sigma 0 square, or sigma square, this is greater than sigma 0 square. So UMP exists. And for the two-sided alternatives, for example, sigma square, this is not equal to sigma 0 square. So generally, UMP does not exist. Instead, we usually use the LRT, that is the likelihood ratio test, unbiased test, equal tail test. Okay. Now examine each statement. First statement is what? Look, this is a left-tailed alternative. The rejection region is based on the small values of, and since this is a one-sided problem, our UMP test does not exist. So statement number 1 is true. Now come to the statement number 2. Now the alternative is right-tailed. Large sample variability supports H1. So again, this is a one-sided hypothesis and therefore a UMP test also exists. So statement number 2 is true. Now come to the statement number 3. Now consider, so this is a two-sided alternative. Here we want to reject both very small variances and very large variances. So immediately a problem arises. And our test is designed to be most powerful against small variances, cannot simultaneously be most powerful against the large variances, right? And therefore, there is no single test that is uniformly most powerful over both the directions. So statement number 3 is definitely false. Okay. So remember the golden rule. If less than, then UMP exists. Okay. If greater than, then yes, UMP exists. If not equal, then UMP does not exist generally. Okay. So if you remember this table, you can answer many questions like this. So option number 1 and 2, statement number 1 and 2 both correct, right? So what will be our answer? Option number A. So option number A is the right answer for this question.